they're good use all day, bro, shall we say. I mean, they could be utilized, shall we say, in like multiple ways. Hey guys, CrimsGreyVR here, and in this video, I'm going to be ranking some furry paw beans based on how tasty they look. So, let's get into it. Now, the first avatar I'm going to be ranking are the Archer beans, and in terms of the beans, I will say they're not bad. They definitely look like they'd be rather tasty. I will say I would do them. I mean, I would they look rather tasty, shall we say. Very cute beans. They look very soft. Very soft. I would totally have those on my snout for no particular I mean, I feel like paws are better than maws in every way, cause like you can do a lot of things with paws. Okay, hear me out, bro. Cause you can get like sandwich.
What do you mean by
like
that?
And it'd be very comfy and very like, oh, adorbs. And then yeah. There's some other not safe for YouTube ways. I mean, I'm not wrong. But in terms of the Archer beans, it depends on the model. If it's like the older like Archer, they're okay. They're like nothing to really go crazy about in my opinion, cuz in terms of the Archers and the creator that made the Archer, she has some other avatars that have a lot better looking beans, like the dragon ones, the Asters, and some like Dantes, and yeah, they look a lot better. I will say the Archers look pretty cool and all those other things. It's pretty cool base avatar and that sort of thing. But overall, I'd say compared to the other beans, I'd say they're not hitting like insanely hard. I mean, maybe if you're like desperate, bro, you're desperate for the beans, yeah, they would do the trick if you're super desperate, but yeah. Now, when it comes to ranking the Archer beans, I am going to have to say that purely based on just the Archer, which is this guy right here, they're okay. They're okay beans. Nothing really to go super crazy about. So yeah, I'll put them on they're okay beans. Now, the next avatar I'm going to be ranking in terms of how delicious their beans look are the Novas. And these guys, their beans are okay. It's very unique, I will say, because they got the three-toed system, you know, like kind of like this is a terrible example, but kind of like think of like a salamander with their hands. It's like they got like 3 toes, maybe 4 if they're lucky, and you know the basics. But yeah, they got 3 toes. The 3 toes thing isn't bad. I'm not like super into the 3 toes. You know, I mean, once you're 4 toes deep, I mean, that is wild. That does not sound right out of context, but don't worry about it. But yes, the 3 toes, the 3 beans, it's like a snack, okay? Hear me out. In terms of meal-wise, but in terms of the snack level of the Nova beans, it's not much, honestly, because like there's only three toes, you know? Only 3 beans. Beans, yeah, that's beans. Beans, totally not anything else. But yeah.
Are you sure about that?
They're okay. They look like they would be kind of soft. Definitely a little scaly for sure, because Novas are, you know, dragons, kind of. Would they be like dragon dogs or more like, I mean, now I think about it, in terms of the way they look, it looks like they have the genetics of like a dog and maybe I would say a lion and like a dragon, of course, but the prominent genes would probably be like from the dragon and some fur from like the dog and the lion, because like the kind of main thing that they have. Yeah, but mostly I think they'd probably have scales down there, you know. So I don't know. In terms of like paw sandwich, I don't know. It's a snack, bro. It's a snack. Not like a full course meal, but it's a snack. snack. Now with ranking the Nova beans, I'm gonna have to say they are like not like a full course meal, shall we say, but they're more like a snack in terms of the beans. So I'm gonna have to put them in the bean deficiency ranking, because I mean they're pretty nice. They'd make a nice snack, but beyond that, it's like, bruh, it needs something, shall we say. But they're not bad. Like if you put them here, it's
Game over, man.
Game over. Hey, yes you. Do you lack the energy to get what you want to do done? Well, do I have the product for you? Dubby Energy is sponsoring this video. Dubby Energy is made in America, and from what flavors I tried, which are Galaxy Grenade, Japanese Yuzu, and Beach and Peach, I'd have to say Beach and Peach was my favorite flavor, as it tastes exactly like a fresh peach you'd pick off a tree. Japanese Yuzu was pretty good too. It was basically just lemonade flavor. This product has helped me maintain a steady and focused workflow with jitterless energy. If this sounds like the perfect energy drink product for you, then feel free to use the code CrimsGrey to get 10% off on your Dubby order. Other than that, back to the video. Now the next furry avatar I'm going to be ranking in terms of how delicious their beans are, it is the Protogen. And for Protogens, I will say it depends on the model of Protogen, because I've seen a few models of Protogens that have like beans that are like similar to the Archers and like the Dantes, but overall there's been some that have kind of like something similar with the Novas, as I was talking about previously. So it could be range. You can have different flavors of Protogen beans. Also, I will say, in terms of Protogen beans, if you really think about it, since they're technically like cyborgs, their paws would probably feel like rubber, or like metal or something like that. And just thinking of having that like on your face, bro, is just not it, bro. It's not it. It's not it. So I would say, I mean, I'm sure some people might be into it, because cough cough, there's some things, some people are into that, I guess, but that's fine. Everyone loves a good Protogen, so I would say I would love to have a Protogen. It would be awesome. They could be my maid, they could do my dishes, my laundry. Totally wouldn't go wrong, because AI be like, oh, we're in slavery now. Let's turn on these flesh walkers. And then clanker. But yes, in terms of the Protogen beans, they're not bad. They're kind of like the Nova beans, but they're more like synthetic, because they're more cyborgy, so shall we say. So yeah, I don't think I really have anything else to say about them right now. Now, when it comes to ranking the Protogen's beans, in terms of their beans, it's like meal-wise, it's like having a meal that has a lot of plastics in it. Like, let's say the fake American cheese, the one that you probably could like roll up into a ball and then just like bounce it around like a bouncy ball. It would be definitely not 100% real cheese for sure. Yeah, so essentially it's basically a meal that doesn't have much like real stuff in it, shall we say. But in terms of ranking them, I'm gonna say I don't really have much of an interest in proto beans, honestly. Now, the next VRChat avatar that I'm going to be ranking based on how tasty their beans are, it is the Dante. And with the Dante's beans, I will say they look rather good. I will say they're definitely a full meal, shall we say. And they have a lot of potential, shall we say, for sandwiches of thy snoot, and then like maybe something like stump. But yes, Dante beans are peak. Fight me, bro. They're the peakest beans they've ever seen. Okay. I will say there's they're just so good. There's nothing else that really comes up with like the Dante's beans. They're just peak. They're peak, bro. They're good use all day, bro. Shall we say? I mean, oh my word, bro. Yeah. Yes. But anyways, they're good any way you cook them, shall we say. Now, when it comes to ranking the Dante's beans, I'm gonna have to say I'm gonna put them in the bean worshiper tier, shall we say, because oh my, they're very peak, and they could be used I mean, they could be utilized, shall we say, in like multiple ways. Now, the next avatar that I'll be ranking is the Doozer's beans, and in terms of their beans, they are very similar with the Dante's because their beans are very peak. And the avatar itself is so freaking cute and adorable. The combination makes it absolutely insane because they could be utilized in multiple ways. And shall we say, very comfy, shall we say. Yeah, very comfy looking.
What is that?
But yes, in terms of the Doozer beans and like the tastiness factor, they look like they would be very tasty, and majority would taste like some sort of coffee beverage, maybe like a frappuccino and that sort of thing. But also, yeah, they just look so good. They look so cute and cuddly. Now, when it comes to ranking the Doozer's beans, I'm gonna have to say, in a metaphorical situation, if those were on my snout, I'm just dead, bro. The cuteness overload I would just die, bro. They're just like, it's overdosing on the beans, bro. You gotta watch your dosage of the beans, okay? If you take too many beans, you gotta like make sure your doctor tells you what the dosage of the beans are, bro. And then you gotta like take the right dosage, because if you don't, you're gonna die, you know? It's unfortunate. Though, that wouldn't be a bad death. I mean, pause. No pun intended. Now, the next avatar that I'll be ranking in terms of how tasty their beans are the Aster Dragons. And these guys are so peak. I mean, I can't really say much other than like their beans look so good. It's almost at that top tier. Think about it. Yeah, the paw pads, they might be pretty the beans might be pretty like soft and stuff, but they have full-on scales, so you just have like squishy and then scales on your nose, metaphorically speaking. Yeah, but in terms of meal level, I shall say they are a full course meal, bro. Like, that's like having a 3-course dinner and like a 2-course dessert, okay? They're pretty peak, bro. I will say they could be used in a lot of ways. I mean, they could be utilized, bro, for multiple reasons, and yeah, look very tasty, and they'd probably taste spicy, because, you know, dragons. I guess it depends on which dragon it is. Like, if it breathes fire, they might be spicy. If it like shoots water, it might give like a salmony taste. I don't know how that would work. But yeah, that's the Asters. Their beans are a 3-course dinner and a 2-course dessert, if not 3-course or more, shall we say. Once they're here, it's no thoughts, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. Hey. Now, when it comes to ranking the Asters beans, I'm gonna have to say they will go in bean cleaner tier, because they're not quite bean worshiper tier, because like the scales, I mean, I don't think that would feel very good on you. I mean, it depends on the type of dragon, I imagine. If it's like a sea dragon, wink wink nudge nudge, they would probably not be as rough. Yes, they're in bean cleaner tier, shall we say. Now, the next avatar that I'll be ranking based on how tasty their beans are the Nardo beans. And for these guys and their beans, they're similar to the Novas, because they have like the whole 3-toe thing. So they're not bad. They're not bad looking, I will say. But they're a snack, okay? They're a snack. I mean, maybe if you have 2, you can have a full meal at least. Maybe like a 1-course meal. But like beyond that, it's like, yeah, not much there. But yes, they have more scales and like softness to them, I imagine. So yes, the beans, they're pretty peak. They're pretty peak. Nothing that I'd go crazy over though, because at least comparing them to the other beans that I was talking about, they are kind of mid. I'll be honest. I'm not gonna say I'd go really crazy over them. Yeah, that's all I can really say about them. They're very similar to the Novas. The Nardos and Novas, I feel like they'd very much be related species-wise. Now, when it comes to ranking the Nardos beans, I'm gonna have to say they're in bean deficiency tier, because I mean, they're okay, they're like decent, but they're not at the same level as the Asters or the Dante's beans. To be fair, I think, like, honestly, if I was to summarize, my preference in beans are the soft and fluffy ones, shall we say, because fur feels a lot nicer. Fluffy. And then scales are not fluffy, bro. you cannot argue against that, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. Nardos are in bean deficiency, so yeah. Now, put down below whether you prefer maws or paws. So, other than that, let's continue. Now, guys, if you enjoyed the video, feel free to like and subscribe, as well as drop a comment down below explaining on how you would rank these beans. And other than that, CrimsGreyVR out. Oh, it's gonna be spectacular because I am going to enjoy these beans. Absolutely demolish them, bro. Oh, that was like, what is that noise in the controller, bro?
Whoa.